The IBF Cruiserweight Championship. Evander HOLYFIELD versus Dwight QAWI. And here we go, round one. It is scheduled for 15. This is for the IBF Cruiserweight Championship. Evander HOLYFIELD in the black trunks with the blue trim. White trunks with the black trim. HOLYFIELD with 12 knockouts has found a way to erase. Was forced to settle for the bronze medal, according to the IBF. A two-time former world champ who says he
have HOLYFIELD's shoulder, but certainly were frightening-looking punches.
HOLYFIELD has defended the WBA junior heavyweight title a couple of times against Henry Tillman, and this is his first fight after beating Michael Brothers in the third title fight. Last fight August the 15th in San Tropez. HOLYFIELD defended by beating Ocasio.
Good counter. This is just a continuation of what they did before. A little standing still, as he did in that first fight, willing to exchange blows. This time he's boxing a little bit more cleverly. He is giving him the difficult angle, so taking away that looping hook of Dwight QAWI's.
Combination by HOLYFIELD. We showed you that graphic before. The average the first fight looked perhaps for over 2,300 punches combined. There's a left jab up, but not having that much impact.
Dwight always difficult to hit. He just gets down in that crotch, and it just looks like you got him, and you don't. It's like Ali said about Frazier. There when you go punch.
A fire plug, a squat walk-in banger. We head for the bell.
He won that first round, did HOLYFIELD, unofficial bidding. It was a close round. Remember, the leading. He is carrying the fight and bringing the fight to HOLYFIELD. That's where HOLYFIELD's brilliant defense thus far earns him points. And the heavier punches and more accurate punches were landed by HOLYFIELD. He is evading that long looping hook, as Georgie Benton told him, leaning in and with motion.
100% business in the ring. And the big right jab, not a showboat. QAWI shows a little more flash, but not really a bully in the ring. HOLYFIELD likes to rely on his quickness more than anything else. Very fast for a big man.
Surprising thing, he did not take up the prescription from that last fight and go right to the body and pound the sides. He's been trying to land that long looping punch, which HOLYFIELD, stepping down and stepping into it, is avoided. Just watch how many times he throws that overhand right hand and has not yet to figure that he's got to go to the body with it.
And away, if he has his way.
When you see a very tall man and a very short man fight, the most intelligent thing that a short man can do is jab to the body. He's just started to pick on that. He's been doing it 3, 4, 5 times. You can step in, jab to the body, and cover up before the other guy gets a punch off. It's the only way he can jab with HOLYFIELD.
And Bertie, QAWI sort of dares you by sticking the chin out.
He's tough. I mean, he almost says there's nothing you can do to me to hurt me. So go ahead and throw whatever you got. Here's my chin. And that's discouraging.
Loves to throw hooks, has a solid right, but now HOLYFIELD pressing the attack. He's got QAWI against the ropes.
But he's not even in a remote small amount of trouble. It's just a little tempest in a teapot. Successfully dodged all the bullets. He's back on the attack, backing up HOLYFIELD.
A short-lived flurry that got a rise from the crowd.
When you have two guys of this equal caliber and they start getting off bombs, the crowd gets right into this fight.
Of 84 to win a professional world title. QAWI, meanwhile, turned pro at 25. No amateur experience. Took him just 3.5 years to capture the title. Of course, he got his experience at Rahway State Prison, where he served 5.5 years. Here is HOLYFIELD. Again on the attack as round 2 ends. And they continue to go at it after the bell. And the referee, Randy Newman, has to step between. And that's what biggest encounter to deal with the edge there. But now, welcome to the second war between these two guys.
Absolutely. First round was feeling out kind of thing, and second round was war was declared. And we're back to where we were before.
Picking up where they left off. Indeed, round 3, HOLYFIELD And looking to get it back is the man in the white, Dwight Muhammad QAWI.
That he needs to slow down.
Ferdy, do you sense a genuine dislike between these two fellows?
Well, I think that's in the character of the fight. It's a one-way street. Dwight comes from the tough University of Rahway State Penitentiary. You don't learn to love your fellow man in there. And when he came out, he brought that toughness with him. Holyfield's one of these athletes. He leaves it all out. The difference is one man hates the other, and the other guy could care less. He's there to box.
QAWI learned his fighting the streets of Camden and then Rahway State Prison in the gym, a product of a broken home.
Boy, when Holyfield triggers off a counter punch, and here comes QAWI back.
QAWI with a combination to the head of Holyfield. The Camden buzzsaw. He's got his supporters here in Atlantic City.
When Holyfield triggers off a punch, it's short and sweet.
Now Holyfield with QAWI in the corner. QAWI comes away smiling. There was a heavy right, a solid right by Holyfield to the top.
QAWI. He takes those punches, he smiles, he comes back. He knows all he needs is one good shot to make Holyfield feel it.
A bruising affair here, round 3. The general perception is that QAWI's been around forever, but he got such a late start. 25 years of age, he's been around for 9 years.
Well, he was fighting with some very competent boxers in Rahway. When they say he had no amateur careers, when you fight with James Scott every day, you get a university education.
A short, crisp combination by Holyfield that landed. QAWI comes battling back. Final seconds, round 3.
QAWI getting his punches in just like he wants.
And then Holyfield finishes with...
Reflect what the punches were in round 3, and even Holyfield to commit to a fight in the trenches where QAWI is the best.
Round 4 scheduled for 15, the IBF Cruiserweight Championship here on Showtime. The pace has been wild, just as in the first fight.
Holyfield going back into his boxing bag. A little movement, showing the angles, jabbing, knowing that Dwight QAWI can only get frustrated with this kind of fighting. It's not his style. He doesn't want to fight this way.
Holyfield to the punches being thrown. That right, a glancing blow by QAWI, no effect.
He just keeps throwing that big looping right hand. One wonders what's going to happen if it ever lands.
And often with bruising body shots, you may recall. Wild miss there by QAWI. Holyfield survived the early barrage. Boxed wisely, came on strong from the 6th round on, dominating the later rounds.
In that fight, Holyfield ran out of gas. Oh!
QAWI is down!
That was a good sharp hook. I don't think that Dwight is hurt as much as he was just crouching down when he got hit. It doesn't look like he's hurt.
A flash knockdown, round 4 for Evander HOLYFIELD.
Certainly enough time left for Evander to put some hurt on him. Under a minute left to go.
Now QAWI trying to storm back. A wild miss, and he goes down again. QAWI is down on his stomach. It's all over.
He's getting up. He's over.
Knockdown in round 4. This one sent QAWI reeling to the seat of his pants. He got up quickly. And then to the second knockdown, the one that put QAWI away. Just when it looked as if QAWI might be coming back from the first knockdown, boom, down he goes again. We'll take a look from another angle of that second and final knockdown by Evander HOLYFIELD. The enormous power behind those punches. And that was it.
and the winner by a knockout, and still the International Boxing Federation Cruiserweight Champion, Evander "Real Deal" HOLYFIELD.